What's up, people? I'm Samantha J. Soulist, aka SJ Soulist, and I'm here with Decisive Motion. I'm from Manchester, living in London, and I'm an up-and-coming singer, rapper, and a bit of a beatboxer. Some people might have known me from Phase's Urban Takeover, from performing at the proms. I was mainly known for rapping and beatboxing. Phase's Urban Takeover was a project that was aimed at young up-and-coming artists, to either musicians, rappers, singers. It was a mixture, and there were 7 of us, and basically they went up and down the country auditioning people, and it was people who've never experienced classical music to perform at the Royal Albert Hall for one of the world biggest festivals, which is the proms. We got to meet Radio 1 Extra DJs, we got to meet a producer from Jay-Z's label, and then we did a documentary on the entire process, which has just been on TV now. It was in front of 7,000 people. It was live on Radio 1, Radio 1 Extra, BBC Radio 3, and it was live on TV. So yeah, it was pretty hectic, but it's given me a lot of exposure, and it's taught me a lot about stepping up my work rate. We performed with the BBC Symphony Orchestra. It was an 80-piece orchestra. Not many even industry artists can say that they've had that experience, so everyone was talented. To be honest, there were really no issues. We were quite lucky.
Believe you're gonna break it, but that's the only way that we can make it. Every single day I go to any lengths for my strengths, and every day I can fight on a daily basis. Let's take it back to the basics, let's face it, here's an opportunity.
I'd say my singing and rapping is split equally 50-50. I don't want to be known as just a rapper or just a singer. I want to be known as both. I just let my bars do the speaking, really. That's pretty much it. Sometimes I go to cyphers or go to performances. Sometimes you get very welcoming environments, and other times you get, sometimes you get people that can sometimes underestimate you and not give you the immediate respect. But to be honest, yeah, hopefully so far it's never been an issue. I've decided that I'm just going to stay as me, basically. I mean, there's a lot of controversy over the way that I dress, or the way I carry myself sometimes, that it doesn't fit into the criteria of what it is to be female. And now I've just got rid of all those, because you know what, it didn't stop me from getting the jobs or the opportunities I've had so far. So if I had to pick a UK artist that I would collaborate with, I'd say my dream artist would probably be Akala. I've done a couple of projects with him before, but he's an inspirational guy. He's got a lot of knowledge, and if I was to say a female, I'd probably go down the route of Miss Dynamite, to be honest. I think that I like the fact that she can sing and rap. I think she brings a lot of different flavours to tracks. And yeah, if I was to pick a beatboxer, I'd definitely say Faith SFX. My biggest highlight so far, I performed in front of like 12,000 people. That was pretty big in terms of number of people. On a personal level, it was probably working with Akala and definitely with Phaser. I learned a lot through Phaser. To me, what I do on my daily basis is part of who I am. So the fact that I'm now teaching, and the fact that I'm teaching and hopefully making an impact on the next generation, believe it or not, as an artist, that's a massive achievement, because the fact that I can give back at the same time as receiving is good. This experience with the BBC and Phaser and the opportunities that are still coming at the moment are just making me be more confident and at the same time humble, and it's actually making me think that that goal, which seemed impossible, is realistic.
Try to come in front of you in amazing. Put my heart on my sleeve. I got what I need for me to believe, for me to succeed. I plant the seed that I need for me to breathe. Get my stress to leave, because believe your dreams are there in front of you. If you can conceive and perceive that. I
don't think we have much solidarity in the UK, and I think that's what's lacking. You know what I mean? People aren't willing to buy people's CDs anymore. I know it's recession times, innit, but people are not willing to put that. But at the same time, the quality has to be there. So to the artists, I'd be saying, not give out free material, but give us an incentive, innit, you get me? Like, give us previews of your album, innit, even if it's just 30-second clip tracks, and make it to places where people know about it, make it on YouTube. I think with the UK industry, I think there's a lot of artists who are just being themselves right now. You've got Ed Sheeran, you've got Lady Leisha, again, Akala, he's another artist, he's just doing his own thing. Phaser's going to be doing big things next year. So yeah, like, I like the fact that people are just being themselves rather than having to be a gimmick. I know that the talent is there right now, and it's different to what other American artists are doing, which is nice to see for a change, because back in the day you would catch rappers trying to be like American rappers, and it's not really like that anymore now. The only thing I'd say to a lot of grime rappers is stop talking about the hood. Like, it's all good and well to do 1 or 2 tracks featuring about that, but content, like, be original, like, write about things which haven't been written about before. People keep saying there's no such thing as originality anymore, you're just regurgitating what's already been done, but that's not true, because I could write a song about this interview right now and it will be original. So write about your experiences, just be you, don't feel like you need to be anything what associates or what's stigmatized with being a rapper, and if you don't meet that, then that makes you less of a rapper. Do you know what I mean? Don't be scared to go and do gigs with classical musicians or with rock musicians or with indie musicians. Just get rid of them preconceptions of what you think you need to be. Get yourself out of the box. I think that's the only thing that we lack. That there are some artists doing it, but I don't think enough anyway. Alright, so in terms of artists trying to make it, there is not enough support out there, man. I am telling you this because I know. Yeah, there is. Like I said, I'm so grateful to Phaser, I'm grateful to the BBC, and I'm grateful for Akala because they've given me some of the biggest projects I've ever done, which on a personal experience is big, but on my CV as well, and in terms of getting other opportunities. But to other up-and-coming artists who are not up there yet, you need to be working with each other. Like, there's this massive, everyone's out for themselves, like, and it doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, there are people who are just not willing to give the time because they don't see anything coming out of it. But you know what? The more you do, the more it's just going to make you better. And that's pretty much something that I've found, is that there's not many. Like I said, I've been blessed because I've met a lot in my time that have been willing to help me, but from what I can see from other artists, that's definitely what we're lacking in, because there are a lot of skills. There are so many people doing music in college, in uni, not in education, man them from the ends, bedroom guitarists who are potential Hendrix, like, you know, there's a lot of talent out there, and that is definitely one thing that I think is missing, is supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? We always support the ones at the top, and we think that that's what's, nah man, there are artists who have been signed just off YouTube, off the amount of views that they've got. So I would definitely say, get rid of that idea that you can't work with other artists. It doesn't even have to be artists, producers. Like I said, Akala and Lady Leisha and Bashi just performed Shakespeare doing a UK tour with a live band. Do you know what I mean? I'm tired of going to urban events and just seeing the same old backing tracks. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be scared to just work with people that you've not worked with before. Some of the artists that I've either been involved in projects with or shared the stage with, I did a masterclass with Grace Savage, the UK female beatbox champion. Part of the BBC project, we also worked with a group called the Boxettes, who also has the former UK female beatbox champion in it, Bellatrix. I've done masterclasses with Furious 5, Grandmaster Flash. I've shared the same stage as Lady Leisha, Lauren Ravula, Wretch Breed 2, Ruth Brown from The Voice, Paige Keiki, Akala, Phaser, Maverick Sabre, and yeah, that's pretty much known artists that I've shared the stage with anyway. In touch with me, you can find me on Twitter at SJ_Soulist. That's SOULIST. You can also catch me on my Facebook fan page, which again is www.facebook.com/SJ Soulist. Big up to Decisive Motion, and that's a wrap.
Trapped in my own mental space.